finally got off watching my show and actually playing this.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Should be easy.
Yeah, I got the deluxe edition upgrade, so I get new dice. Oh, that's neat.
What to do?
I think I still prefer that Cat's Grace perk.
Trust no one.
His dexterity is actually higher than mine right now. Got that chest piece.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Yeah, there's a rope vine things to climb down there, but can't go down there because I don't have the darkness is too strong. I'll have to come back later, I think. God, I hate.
How is the rat diet going?
It may soon come to an end if you don't shut your mouth.
I hate the one huge thing on the side of my leg, not the other. So stupid. Why does anyone think that looks good? Human dumb cunts.
You made it through the dark. Lucky you. Not everyone does. We lost one today. Jonas. He was a good harper. A good friend.
He was joking this morning. Jonas, I mean. He was always joking. Said it was good for morale, but he just liked seeing people laugh. He was a good harper. A good friend.
Sounds like you were close.
We were comrades in arms. I thought we could have been something more one day, but too late now.
I'm sure he knew. I'm sure he cared for you as well.
I don't know. And I never will. I'm sorry. I'd like to be alone.
Nothing worth swiping.
I'm feeling a bit parched and peckish.
Me too. Keep an eye out for any passing vagrants.
I'm afraid you'll have to content yourself with vagrant chickens.
Why does this game have screen tearing at the bottom? It's the exact same spot every time. It's weird.
Don't be shocked. Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need?
I wonder if you can go fishing. I mean, why else would there be a green fishing rod? You got any stock for an extra special customer like me?
I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday.
If it was worth any coin, do you think Mol would have given it to you?
I mean, maybe.
With all the other fabulous things you found in this inn, why hold on to a dusty old key?
I guess it is kind of old. Here. Birds of a feather.
Flock together.
Premium trinkets and doodahs. What are you looking for?
Yours is the first happy face I've seen in a good while.
I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like?
Don't wander far. We need to talk. Seems someone's been skimming our supplies. Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from El Dorado?
It's funny, your max level in this game is level 12, but enemies can be higher. That's kind of... I think it's very similar to, like, Xenoblade.
It's good to see you again. I'd ask if you've made any progress with your little problem. But the telltale twitching of your eye is answer enough.
Are you following me?
You flatter yourself. You're not the only soul of interest in this ruin. This is Last Light, where hope hangs on by a single withered thread. I can mend it or cut it, depending on what they ask for. They're not the only ones ripe for temptation, you know. My last contract here fed me for decades.
You're not responsible for the curse, are you?
Please, I would never leave such a mess behind. Far too much attention for so little gain. I never surrender knowledge for free, but one good turn deserves another, does it not? To repay you for the souls sent my way, I offer a taste of the truth. Ketheric Thorm, proud father, man of faith, utter fool. On the night the Harpers sealed him away, someone murdered his entire army in cold blood. Now who would possibly benefit from such a massacre? If you want to know more, I could work the exchange of such precious knowledge into the terms of your future deal. But the time for quibbling over clauses and contracts hasn't quite arrived. You'll be limping back to me soon enough. Not with you, at least. Although I sense there's something your friend wants to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business, devil. A long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
Don't play games, Raphael. Help him out.
Oh, such impatience. It's something very important to your master. But is it a love letter, a warning, or the deed of ownership? I could give you all the gory details. But of course, you'll have to do something for me first. Let me think about it and get back to you.
You'll get back to me. This is important, devil. When?
Don't worry, I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
So, the untouchable Karlach is untouchable no more. I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so, probably safest to skip it.
When I did this, when I talked to him off, when I was just messing around, he magically took his top off, which was hilarious.
Oh, you're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too.
I'm glad you made it too. It's one hell of a curse.
It wasn't the curse that did us in. We were ambushed out in the darkness by cultists. We surrendered. But that wasn't enough for them. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue.
Which one was, Asherak again?
Which? Back in the grove, he ran drills with the kids. wooden swords and the like. That seems like a lifetime ago now. Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here.
Roland, the apprentice wizard.
Yes. He shielded me and the kids, while his brother and sister rushed the cultists. Cal and Leah were dragged away, along with the others. Roland isn't taking it so well. None of us are, to be honest. How do you do it? How do you keep going?
I'll let you know when I figure it out.
We're in the same boat then. That's somewhat of a comfort. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit.
Don't worry, I'll find them.
Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful up there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
I don't see Zevlor. Don't tell me he's missing as well.
Aye, and more than half the others with him. We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender. But they were toying with us, making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
What are you doing out here to begin with? You were bound for Baldur's Gate.
This army of the Absolute is growing and flowing towards Moonrise. There's worse than goblins on the roads now. I thought we might pass unnoticed along the fringes of this place. Escape the owlbear by hiding in its shadow, so to speak. You can see exactly how well that went.
Don't lose hope. The others might still be alive.
Zevlor had hope. It didn't save him. A little sense will serve us better, I think. But... thanks. It was sweet of you to try.
Hiding place. Daniel and me are climbing up a tree. Thaniel. Didn't Halsin mention him? Something, spirit of the land.
I know that name. Halcyon is looking for Thaniel.
Thaniel.
The patient is physically well, but psychologically detached, dissociated from himself. Without a reminder of who he is, of what he held dear, his mind will remain lost to the darkness. Are you dreaming of your past or your future?
Me do just what we please together.
What's in his pocket? Looks official.
And you and me, please together, waiting for the sun forever. Monsters snuffling and stalking in the
So he was at the House of Healing.
we are walking.
Wonder what he found. Something's on my mind.
Don't be shy. Have a gander
Please.
at the finest.
Be welcome. Have a drink. To your very good health.
Great. Doesn't have anything left of her.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jahira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
Yes, the parasite is giving me powers I never had before. It's changing me for the better.
Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I?
You can trust me.
Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
Who is he?
General Gadrick Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketherick Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
It's rare people look at me and see hope.
The light is rather dim out here in the Shadowlands. The point remains. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketherick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
A solid plan, except it puts me right in the line of fire.
You're the only one who can get inside the towers. You were born for this mission. Or made for it, rather. Besides, you need this. You need to heal yourself of your infection. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketherick's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet.
How do I reach him? The towers are surrounded by shadows.
You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did.
Alfira told me you're the reason her and the kids escaped.
Cute. Maybe she'll write a ballad about me. She can leave out the part where my brother and sister were dragged away screaming while I was saving the orphans. If you hadn't filled their heads with all that self-righteous heroic crap at the Grove, none of this would have happened.
Then it's my responsibility to bring them back.
They're my responsibility. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
That might be worth a look.
Oh.
Look, you're welcome and all, but I got to chat with bigger fish. Later. Look,
Okay.
Take it easy while you can. We'll keep the watch.
I also played some of this off stream, so I kind of know what happens up ahead. Well, I played for like an hour off stream, just messing around.
premium.
I was gonna take Will out, but I'm not sure if I need him or not.
You again. You again. Oh, darling, it sounds...
Poor Karlak. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left.
Catharic Thorn, what do you think of him?
Difficult to say. A fellow servant of the Night Singer would surely be an ally to me under most circumstances. But something doesn't add up. I'll need to see where his allegiances truly lie.
You and I, we share something special, I think. Want to talk about it?
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
How are you faring?
Well, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't been dwelling on becoming a Dark Justiciar. Perhaps seeing the power of Shah unleashed on that land is keeping the thought in my mind. But don't worry. I still have plenty of room for you in both mind and heart.
Join me.
All right.
Defender of the people.
Ten turns. Cause him being a monk is literally fucking doing nothing.
Thou walkest alone. On all these harsh nights, thou hast sought no company.
Sound disapproving.
Love is no domain of mine, but it is often cited as the purpose of mortal life. Wherefore turnst thou from it?
I have no idea.
And thou
just want to respect.
Dost thou require, as thou...
I'm not sure what I want him to be though. I could make him a warlock ranger so we can have the companion. You can have multiple companions.
turns out to be rock ceramic, but it's sliced. So if you want another one,